The member for Wide Bay.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Water Resources, Drought, Rural Finance, Natural Disaster and Emergency Management. Will the minister update the House on what actions the Morrison government is taking to ensure the safety and support of those communities across Queensland and New South Wales who are bravely fighting devastating bushfires?
The Minister for Water Resources, Drought, Rural Finance, Natural Disaster and Emergency Management.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Can I thank the member for Wide Bay for his question and his concern. In fact, his own electorate has been thrust into this fire emergency over the last 48 hours, and sadly 2 homes were lost at Pigeon Beach. These fires that started late last week as high up as Mareeba and have spread right down the Queensland coast and down into New South Wales have actually taken 17 homes in Queensland and 9 in New South Wales. There's 122 blazes still going. The federal government, upon the request from state government, immediately enacted the resources with the Australian Defence Force, thanks to the Defence Minister, using Kokoda Barracks in housing New South Wales firefighters who came into Queensland to help around Canungra, and Canungra Army Base was also used. Also were there water tankers in helping Queensland firefighters to keep water up in their fight against those fires. And in fact, even at Shoalwater Bay, where fires were close, Defence Force assets were also used in that area. We've also, with the aid of the Queensland Government, now enacted first stage of support payments to communities. There will be further assessments and applications made, but that can only be done when we can get state government personnel on the ground when it's safe. And until it's safe, we cannot send those personnel in. And once it's done, we expect those applications to come through, and we give the commitment that we'll stand shoulder to shoulder with the state government and make sure those applications are assessed very quickly and the money flows. It's important that we do that. Today, we also introduced the Emergency Response Fund, a $4 billion fund that will create a $150 million dividend that will be paid every year upon a catastrophic event, up to $150 million, on top of the disaster payments that we pay out to communities, which on average has been $1.1 billion by the Commonwealth Government to state agencies and to the community. We've also can take solace out of this. The only solace we can take is that not one Australian life has been lost, and that's because we have a world-class emergency management system, predicated by the backing of a world-class emergency management personnel. They are the people that are prepared to put their lives on the line for us. And in fact, Neville Smith, a New South Wales firefighter, has been injured, and in fact I'm pleased to report to the House that he's recovering in a Brisbane hospital well, and our thoughts and prayers are with him. Can I say to those emergency service personnel who are prepared to put their lives on the line, and in fact in Neville's case was about to lose his own property, was still prepared to go out there and support us. They are truly Australian heroes.
The Leader of the Opposition.
Can I just very briefly, Mr Speaker, associate Labor with the comments of the Minister and stand with him in giving praise to the firefighters, whether they be full-time personnel or volunteers who've done such remarkable work, including the incredible work that was saving houses around Perigian there on the Queensland sunny coast.